far beyond the cities, where the desert stretches endlessly under the sun and the nights turn cold and silent, there are places the wind seems to watch. There's a place in the deserts of India where silence feels alive, a village with no children, no laughter, no voices, just broken walls, empty streets, and the strangest part? It didn't die slowly. It didn't fade away. One night, everyone, hundreds of people, just walked into the desert and never came back. They say what was left behind was more than ruins. They left a curse. This is Kuldhara, the village that vanished. 200 years ago, Kuldhara wasn't a ghost town. It was alive. The Paliwal Brahmins lived here, smart, wealthy, respected. They built homes of stone, carved temples, and even managed water in the middle of the desert. Imagine that, thriving in a place where life shouldn't exist, and then it ended. Overnight. No one knows the exact date. Some say the early 1800s, but one night, 1,500 people, men, women, children, packed what they could carry and left. No screams, no blood, no graves, just silence. The story says it happened because of one man, Salim Singh, a powerful minister, cruel, greedy, dangerous. He wanted the village chief's daughter. And when they refused, the villagers knew what was coming. Instead of surrendering her, they made a choice no one could imagine. They abandoned everything, every home, every temple, their lives left behind. Before leaving, they whispered a curse into the desert wind. No one will ever live here again. And for 2 centuries, no one has. Every attempt to bring life back to Kuldhara has failed. Crops wither, wells dry up. Families who tried to settle here, left in fear. Some claim to see shadows in doorways. Others hear voices calling their names in the dark. The government eventually locked it down. You can visit in the day, but at night entry is forbidden. Not because of wild animals, but because no one wants to test the curse. Historians tell a different story. They say the villagers were crushed by heavy taxes. That drought made survival impossible. That they didn't vanish. They moved elsewhere. But if that's true, why are there no records of them rebuilding anywhere? Why did they disappear completely? Why leave in the dead of night all at once, without even taking their animals? Even science doesn't explain the silence. Ask the people of Rajasthan and they'll shake their heads. They don't speak of taxes or drought. They speak of the curse. They say the spirits of Kuldhara still walk its empty lanes. If you listen closely, you might hear bangles clinking, a baby crying, feet running on stone streets. But when you look, nothing is there. One visitor swore she felt someone's hand on her shoulder. She turned, no one, just the desert wind. Another claimed to see oil lamps flickering. Step closer, empty rooms. Paranormal teams have come, cameras, recorders, sensors. Every time something strange is caught, footsteps on the sand, sudden drops in temperature, faint voices saying words no one understands. Still, it doesn't explain how an entire village vanished in a single night. Technology captures fragments, but the truth is buried in the sand. So what really happened here? Was it fear of a tyrant, hunger, thirst, desperation, or something darker? A curse strong enough to keep a place dead for 2 centuries? When the sun sets on Kuldhara, the air grows colder, the silence heavier. Even today, no one dares to sleep among its ruins. Kuldhara is more than a village. It's a wound in the desert, a a story carved into stone. Maybe a reminder that some places are abandoned not by choice, but by something watching, waiting, still alive in the silence. The village that vanished still waits in the dark. If you want to uncover more stories like this, subscribe and step further into the shadows.